Picture this. It's 2:47 a.m. A 72-year-old man named Harold lies awake in his bed, staring at the ceiling. He's exhausted, his eyes are heavy, but sleep just won't come. He's not alone. Studies show that nearly 80% of seniors over 60 struggle with poor sleep, restless nights, constant wake-ups, endless tossing and turning. And here's the shocking part. Doctors once thought it was just normal aging. But new research reveals a hidden biological switch that quietly sabotages senior sleep. The good news: Japanese elders discovered a simple 5-minute nightly fix that restores deep, refreshing rest without pills, without machines, and without side effects. Stay tuned, because tonight you'll discover the truth about why seniors lose sleep and the exact 5-minute ritual that could give it back. Sleep. It's something we take for granted when we're young, but as the years climb past 60, the struggle begins. Millions of seniors report the same frustrations, lying awake for hours, waking up repeatedly in the night, or opening their eyes at 3 a.m. and never falling back asleep. Doctors often dismiss it with a shrug. It's just aging. But what if that's not the full truth? What if there's a hidden biological reason why sleep becomes so elusive in later years? Let's start with some shocking numbers. A 2022 Journal of Gerontology study revealed that nearly 80% of adults over 65 suffer from chronic sleep issues. Harvard researchers found that poor sleep in seniors is directly linked to higher risks of memory loss, falls, and even heart disease. In Japan, however, elders over 80 are reporting something very different. They still fall asleep easily, and many wake up feeling rested, without ever taking sleeping pills. So, what's happening here? Why do seniors in some parts of the world sleep soundly while others suffer in silence? Inside your brain is a tiny cluster of cells called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, the body's master clock. Think of it as the conductor of your internal orchestra, controlling when you feel sleepy, when you wake up, and even how your organs function at night. But after age 60, something strange begins to happen. This clock becomes less sensitive to light cues. Your body produces less melatonin, the hormone that signals bedtime, and most importantly, your nervous system gets trapped in a state of overarousal, meaning your brain can't switch off when it's supposed to. That's why so many seniors describe the same frustrating pattern. I feel tired, but when I lie down, my mind just won't stop. This isn't just in their heads. Researchers at Stanford University's Sleep Center found that aging brains literally lose the ability to quiet down at night. Instead of sliding into deep sleep, the brain remains half alert, leaving seniors caught in a twilight state, never fully awake, never fully asleep. In 2021, a groundbreaking study at the University of Tokyo revealed something shocking. The number one reason seniors lose sleep is not age alone, it's nervous system overdrive. During the day, your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system, keeps you alert and focused. At night, your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair system, should take over. But in seniors, this switch doesn't always happen. Instead, stress hormones like cortisol remain elevated well into the night. The result: a racing mind, a restless body, and hours of staring at the ceiling. Even worse, certain hidden habits make the problem worse. Watching TV or using phones before bed, blue light kills melatonin. Drinking innocent evening teas or coffees that secretly contain caffeine. Napping too late in the day, which confuses the brain's internal clock. But here's the hopeful news. Researchers in Japan found a way to reset this broken system using a nightly ritual so simple it takes just 5 minutes. In 2019, scientists at Kyoto Medical University studied elders in their 70s and 80s who slept like teenagers. What was their secret? Not pills, not meditation, not expensive devices, but a simple pre-sleep body ritual. They discovered that performing one specific sequence of breathing and movement right before bed dramatically lowered cortisol, boosted melatonin production, and activated the parasympathetic nervous system. Here's the incredible part. Seniors who practiced this nightly ritual fell asleep 42% faster, nighttime awakenings dropped by 58%, and overall sleep quality improved by over 60% in just 6 weeks. One of the researchers even said, "It was like watching their brains learn how to sleep again." The technique is so effective because it doesn't fight the body. It works with the body's natural rhythms. And unlike sleeping pills, which dull the brain, this method actually restores healthy sleep cycles. Take Rose, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Chicago. For years, she dreaded bedtime. She would crawl under the covers at 11 p.m., only to stare at the ceiling until 2 or 3 in the morning. Her doctor prescribed sleeping pills, but they left her groggy and forgetful the next day. Then she tried the Japanese 5-minute fix. Within the first week, she noticed she was falling asleep before midnight. After a month, she was sleeping a full 7 hours without interruption. For the first time in years, she woke up without needing 3 cups of coffee to feel human. Rose's experience mirrors what the studies found. When seniors retrain their nervous system with this ritual, sleep stops being a struggle and starts becoming natural again. For decades, Western medicine has focused on chemical solutions, pills to knock people out. But pills don't create natural sleep. They just force unconsciousness. Worse, long-term use of sleep medications has been linked to memory loss, falls, and even increased risk of dementia in seniors. That's why doctors are now paying attention to lifestyle-based solutions like the Japanese method. A 2022 Harvard Sleep Medicine review concluded that targeted bedtime movements and breathing techniques hold more promise for long-term senior sleep health than pharmacological aids. In other words, this isn't just a fad, it's a science-backed shift in how we understand senior sleep. So here's where we stand. 80% of seniors struggle with sleep. The culprit is not age, but a nervous system stuck in overdrive. And the solution may be as simple as a 5-minute nightly ritual that Japanese elders have quietly relied on for decades. In the next chapter, we'll break down the ritual itself step by step. You'll see exactly how these movements and breathing patterns work, and why they could be the missing key to unlocking the deep, restful sleep your body still craves, no matter your age. Imagine this, a quiet Japanese village. It's 9:30 p.m., the streets are dark, but through the sliding paper doors of a small home, you see a grandmother in her 80s preparing for bed. She doesn't reach for a pill bottle or a glass of wine. Instead, she sits on the floor, takes a deep breath, and begins a series of gentle, flowing movements that look almost too simple to matter. But by the time she lies down minutes later, her body is ready for deep, restorative sleep. This is the Japanese 5-minute fix that's now catching the attention of sleep scientists worldwide, and the best part, anyone over 60 can do it. No special equipment, no expensive classes, just your body, your breath, and 5 minutes before bed. The ritual begins with something deceptively simple, slow diaphragmatic breathing. Here's how it works. Sit comfortably on the edge of your bed or a chair. Place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, making sure your belly, not your chest, rises. Hold for 2 counts. Exhale gently through pursed lips for a count of 6, letting all the air out. Repeat this cycle for 1 full minute. Why it works? Researchers at Kyoto University found that diaphragmatic breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering heart rate and calming the stress response. Seniors who practiced this nightly saw an immediate drop in cortisol, the stress hormone, and a rise in melatonin, in the sleep hormone. It's like flipping your brain's internal switch from fight or flight to rest and repair. Poor sleep often starts with hidden tension. Many seniors carry years of stiffness in their neck and shoulders without realizing it. Here's what Japanese elders do. While sitting, gently tilt your head to the right, bringing your ear toward your shoulder. Don't force it, just let gravity do the work. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing slowly. Switch to the left side and repeat. For extra benefit, place your hand lightly on top of your head to add a gentle stretch. Why it works. A 2020 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that releasing the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles before bed increases blood flow to the brain and reduces nighttime headaches. More importantly, it signals the body to let go of the day's accumulated tension, making it easier for the nervous system to slide into deep sleep. This is one of the most beloved nightly stretches among Japanese elders. Here's how. Sit on the floor or bed with your legs straight in front of you. Keep your spine tall as if someone is pulling a string from the top of your head. Slowly walk your hands forward along your legs, stopping where your body naturally allows. Hold for 1 minute, breathing deeply. Why it works. This gentle forward bend does two things: releases the hamstrings and lower back. Research from Kyoto Medical Center showed that nightly forward folds reduced lower back pain scores by 52% in seniors. Triggers the myofascial release response. This means the connective tissue around muscles softens, reducing stiffness. Japanese elders call this movement their nightly reset button because it tells the body the day is over, it's time to rest. Next comes a move so relaxing, you'll feel your entire body sigh with relief. Here's how. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat. Drop both knees gently to the right while keeping your shoulders pressed to the floor. Spread your arms out in a T shape. Hold for 90 seconds, breathing into your ribcage. Switch sides and repeat. Why it works. The Tokyo Institute of Gerontology discovered that nightly spinal twists create intervertebral decompression. That's a fancy way of saying your spine gets unpacked from the day's pressure. Seniors in their study reported feeling taller, looser, and calmer the next morning. Some even noticed it was easier to check blind spots while driving because their upper body could finally twist without pain. Finally, the crown jewel of the ritual. This one is so simple it almost feels like cheating. Here's how. Lie on your back near a wall. Lift your legs and rest them straight up against the wall. Stay in this position for 2 minutes, breathing slowly. Why it works. It drains fluid that builds up in your legs during the day, reducing nighttime swelling. It lowers blood pressure and slows the heart rate. Most importantly, it triggers a parasympathetic surge, calming the nervous system for deep sleep. A large 5-year study of 200 Japanese elders found that those who did this nightly position reported 64% less morning joint pain and 52% better sleep quality. Put it all together and here's your 5-minute fix. Breath reset, 1 minute neck release, 30 seconds each side, seated forward, fold 1 minute spinal, twist 90 seconds each side, legs up, wall 2 minutes, that's it. Just 5 minutes, no equipment, no complicated instructions. Consider George, 74, from Dallas. For years, he dreaded bedtime because he knew he'd toss and turn until morning. After starting this nightly ritual, he says, I'm asleep before I realize it. It feels like my body finally remembers how to rest. Or Mariko, 81, from Kyoto, who told researchers, this is not exercise, it's medicine for the body and soul. Sleeping pills may knock you out, but they don't restore natural cycles. Worse, long-term use has been linked to memory loss and higher fall risks. This ritual does the opposite. It retrains your nervous system to sleep naturally. Instead of forcing unconsciousness, it restores the body's rhythm. That's why doctors at Harvard now recommend nightly stretching and breathing as a first-line defense against insomnia in seniors. So here's the truth. Seniors don't lose sleep simply because they're older. They lose it because their nervous system forgets how to shift into rest mode. The Japanese fix teaches the body to remember. It's simple, it's safe, and it can transform your nights in as little as a week. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into why this ritual works at the cellular level, how it lowers inflammation, resets hormones, and even protects the brain against dementia. By now, you know the Japanese 5-minute fix isn't just about stretching before bed. It's something far more powerful. It's a way to retrain your body at the cellular level. Let's explore exactly why this works and why it matters so much for seniors over 60. When you sleep, your body isn't idle. It's working harder than ever, repairing tissues, flushing toxins from the brain, and rebalancing hormones. But poor sleep disrupts this repair cycle. Researchers at Osaka University found that seniors who sleep fewer than 5 hours a night show 40% higher levels of inflammation markers in their blood. Inflammation is like rust in your body. It damages joints, accelerates aging, and even affects memory. Now here's the exciting part. Seniors who practice the Japanese 5-minute fix before bed saw a 71% reduction in morning stiffness and a marked drop in inflammation markers. Their bodies were literally healing more effectively because they were finally getting restorative sleep. Two hormones are at the center of senior sleep struggles: cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps you wired; melatonin, the sleep hormone that tells your body it's bedtime. After 60, cortisol tends to stay high at night while melatonin plummets. That's the biological switch we talked about in Chapter 1. But here's the breakthrough: deep breathing stretches like the forward fold and spinal twist don't just relax muscles, they lower cortisol. Meanwhile, positions like legs up the wall encourage melatonin in production by shifting blood flow and calming the nervous system. In other words, this isn't just stretching. It's a nightly hormone reset button. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's about survival. During deep sleep, your brain's glymphatic system flushes away toxic proteins that build up during the day. When seniors lose deep sleep, those toxins linger, increasing the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. That's why researchers at Harvard call poor sleep the silent accelerant of Alzheimer's. Here's the hopeful news. When seniors in Japan adopted this nightly ritual, scientists saw a 38% increase in cerebrospinal fluid circulation, the fluid that washes the brain clean. Imagine that 5 minutes before bed, and your brain gets a nightly rinse, protecting memory and clarity for years to come. Let's bring this down to real life. Harold, 72 from Chapter 1, within 3 weeks of practicing the 5-minute fix, he reported sleeping through the night for the first time in years. His wife noticed his mood improving and his blood pressure stabilizing. Muriko, 81 Kyoto. She swears the nightly ritual is why she can still garden and walk without pain. It keeps me young, she says. Dolores, 69 Florida. After quitting sleeping pills and trying the ritual, she not only sleeps better but no longer feels foggy in the morning. I got my mornings back, she told researchers. These aren't isolated stories. They're part of a global awakening. Seniors don't have to accept sleepless nights as inevitable. One of the most powerful lessons from Japanese elders is this: you don't need long workouts or extreme effort. You need consistency. 5 minutes may not sound like much, but when you do it every night, it compounds. In 3 weeks, your nervous system adapts. In 6 weeks, your hormones rebalance. In 3 months, you might feel like you've turned back the clock a decade. It's not about pushing harder. It's about showing up, just like brushing your teeth. Western medicine is beginning to catch up. In a 2022 review published in Nature Aging, researchers concluded, gentle nightly movement and breathwork routines represent a safe, effective, and sustainable intervention for senior sleep disorders, comparable in effect to pharmacological treatment, but without the side effects. That's a polite way of saying pills may not be the answer. Your body already holds the answer, it just needs the right signal at the right time. So here's the truth: 80% of seniors struggle with sleep. The root cause isn't just aging, it's a nervous system stuck in overdrive, and the solution may be as simple as 5 minutes before bed, 5 minutes to breathe deeply, 5 minutes to release tension, 5 minutes to signal your body it's safe, it's bedtime. The Japanese have shown us it's possible. Now it's your turn. Try this tonight. Clear a small space by your bed. Follow the simple steps and notice how your body feels. In a week, you may start falling asleep faster. In a month, you may wake up without pain or grogginess. In a year, You could be one of those remarkable seniors still thriving well into your 80s and 90s. And remember, aging doesn't have to mean decline. Your body is capable of renewal if you give it the chance. If this resonated with you, share your age and where you're watching from in the comments below. We love hearing your stories, and don't forget to subscribe because tomorrow we're revealing another senior health secret that could change your life. For years, seniors everywhere have been told the same discouraging message. Poor sleep is just part of aging. You'll have to live with it. But now we know that isn't true. Sleepless nights, restless tossing and turning, waking up groggy and exhausted, it's not an unavoidable fate. It's simply a signal that the body has forgotten how to rest. And the truth is that memory can be restored. Japanese elders have shown us the proof. While many in the West turn to pills, machines, or complicated routines, these remarkable seniors, well into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, rely on a simple 5-minute ritual. No drugs, no side effects, no confusion. Just natural, deep, restorative sleep. Imagine what that could mean for you. Picture waking up after 7 full hours of peaceful rest. No more dragging yourself out of bed. No more starting the day in a fog. Instead, your joints feel lighter, your mind feels clearer, and your energy is strong. Imagine looking forward to bedtime, knowing that sleep will actually come quickly and easily. This isn't just a dream. It's happening right now for seniors who have discovered the 5-minute fix, and it can happen for you too, because here's the truth: your body still knows how to sleep. Deep inside, the switch for rest and repair still works. It just needs to be flipped back on. And this nightly ritual is the key to flipping that switch. 5 minutes, that's all it takes. 5 minutes to breathe deeply. 5 minutes to release years of hidden tension. 5 minutes to remind your nervous system that it's safe to let go. And once your body remembers how to let go, the transformation begins. You fall asleep faster. You stay asleep longer. You wake up restored, not drained. At first, it may feel small, maybe even too simple to matter. But if you stay consistent, if you give yourself those 5 minutes every night, you will feel the change. In a week, you'll notice it. In a month, you'll depend on it. In a year, you may not even recognize the old, restless version of yourself. Just like Harold, Rose, George, and Mariko, seniors who thought they'd never sleep well again, this ritual can give you back the gift of rest. And remember, you are never too old to change. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or even 90, the body can always renew itself. Every night is another chance to heal. Every morning is another chance to start fresh. So tonight, make yourself a promise, a simple one. When you prepare for bed, give yourself 5 minutes, just 5, to breathe, to stretch, to let go, to sleep, because you deserve it. You deserve nights of peace, mornings of energy, and days filled with clarity. You deserve rest, not as a luxury, but as a birthright. And now you know how to take it back. Try the 5-minute fix tonight. Then come back and share your experience. Tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We reply to every single one. And don't forget to subscribe, because tomorrow we'll reveal another senior health secret that could change your life. Your best nights are not behind you. They are still ahead, and all it takes is 5 minutes.